Dick Lombardi, and Chris Dempsey, and Bill Hanslick, and the fans are psyched. They're pumped up. Why wouldn't you be? Because they got everything tonight. They got great unit from their starting unit, scored 7 guys in double figures from 1 through 7, and then the bench produced 44 points.
Yeah, they did. I mean, look, the plus minuses for the starters: plus 15, Cam Johnson, Aaron Gordon plus 17, Nikola Jokic plus 23, Christian Brown plus 23, and then Jamal Murray plus 15. I mean, that's just total domination by the starting lineup. And, you know, look, this game got off to kind of a slowish start, right? There was a lot of fouls. I don't think the Nuggets took full advantage of turnovers and missed shots early on, but then into that late in that second quarter, that 10-1 run, and then into the second half, they took care of business.
Yeah, they really did. I mean, how about this, Debs? I mean, Phoenix tried to play a physical kind of game, and that's what the Nuggets have to get used to. 40 free throw attempts the Nuggets had. They made 36. That's 90%. Yep. Just unbelievable. Still mixed in 31 assists. Nuggets were, offensively just incredible tonight.
Fellas, take a picture of this box score, because I think when it comes to balanced scoring, this is exactly what the Nuggets want this season. Balanced scoring. This is what their starters did. You know Nikola Jokic, last year he had to carry the load so many times. Yeah. He'll take this. Are you kidding me? He'll be happy with 14 points every time if he looks at everybody else doing what they did.
Yeah, I just think that that's going to be one of the real hallmarks of this basketball team. Like, look, in the past, Nikola Jokic literally did have to score 25 or more points on a nightly basis for this team to operate the way it should operate offensively. That's just not going to be the case this year. He only took it. When did he even take his first shot? It's like 2 minutes ago in the half, the first half.
Yeah.
So I mean, look, the offense, they can do so many things, and over the course of the season, we'll show you what they're doing, because I think it's really super cool and interesting how they're playing offense. But the net effect of it all is everybody can get involved, and Jokic can have nights like this.
And teams know that you can't single up Nikola. You can't single him. If he puts it down, you better, because he'll score every time. Yeah. Well, by the double team, he's going to find open guys. 11 assists in the first half, finished with 15. But, the other great thing are the minutes. Joker only had to play 32 tonight. Jamal played 32. Everybody else, just nice minutes, get in shape minutes. But you didn't have to expend too much energy.
We know all the improvements the Nuggets made to their bench in the offseason. Well, the bench produced 44 points in this game tonight, which was only matched 4 times all of last season. And they did it in game 2 tonight.
Well, yeah, I mean, you come in, Hardaway, if he's near could get a ball off, he's like J.R. Smith. He's shooting a 3. Now, he's not going to have, we talked about this beginning. He's a kind of heat check guy where he might miss a bunch tonight. He would think he was like 1 for 4, 1 for 5. That's okay. Team's got to honor that. It disrupts them. But Valanciunas, wow, did he have a game?
What sorcery is this?
It's true. And they can just play normal offense. And also, not only that, but you have very disruptive players on that second unit. So, they can get steals and get out on the break and do all kinds of things. And, the ability to be able to do all those things is why this bench, I think, will be very consistent, this season, because it's not just they got hot tonight. It's they're doing tangible things that lead to points that consistently can be there.
All right, it's still early. We got a packed house here in Colorado Social. When we come back on Nuggets Postgame Live, we will hear from the head coach, David Adelman, as the Nuggets run away from the Sun.
Another solid night for the second unit. I'll just ask broadly what that opens up for you as a coach and does for the squad as a whole.
It keeps the minutes, at a good place. I mean, that's most important in the sense of the long run of this. But it also gives us a good indication of what we can and can't do with lineups. And it's not going to be Jamal every night with that unit. Right now it is. It just adds flexibility to what we're doing. And I was really proud. I put Spencer in for 30 seconds and he plays unbelievable defense. And I said that before the game. Guys just have to be patient with their opportunities when they come. And when they do come, you have to give everything you have. And that unit has a chance to be successful as we work our way through what the best actions are for that unit. Jamal and Valanciunas are very good in the pick and roll. We have to keep finding ways for Tim to get looks, and then Bruce does his thing. He just kind of finds a way. I thought Peyton's activity tonight was great. He screened well. He got on the rim. Everyone's going to talk about his dunk, which was a highlight play, but he had multiple times where he explored the paint with the roll, and that allows you to, produce offense behind it. So a lot of good stuff.
What areas have you noticed that Peyton has improved coming into this season?
Ball handling, strength, mental toughness, which is just confidence and getting older as a player. He just has to, again, he's the same thing. Even if you're actually playing in the rotation, some nights might be your night where you get 14 points. Some nights you should have a couple of blocks, a great rebound. Whatever equates to winning is really all that really matters. So no, he's been good. And like I said, I think the biggest growth for me is just the maturity overall. And that has to continue, through a tough season.
Other than the Spencer possession, you left Nikola in with 3 fouls there late in the half. Is that a general philosophy for you in terms of letting guys kind of play through their foul trouble, or is it sort of a specific thing to trust with Jokic? What's your kind of overall thought?
I wouldn't say just Jokic. I'd say the player in general. People that can understand the situation, how to be aggressive without fouling. Because you also don't want to leave somebody out there that just doesn't play, that just lets people lay the ball in. Because what's the point? I thought he did a good job of, impacting Booker's pick and rolls early without using his hands, then getting himself back to the paint. That way he's not committing a 4th foul. He has a high IQ. So, yeah, that could have gone the other way. But to the earlier question, too, if it did go the other way, Valanciunas isn't a bad option.
What's it say about the depth of the team when Nikola has 1 shot the first half and you're playing well?
Yeah, and also that's how they guard us, and I do think it's the more weapons you have when people guard us like that, he doesn't have to try to go through 3 bodies to keep us in a game. It's just make the right play. I think he had another triple-double, right? So 14 assists. Yeah, so, he just take 15. Just take what you get, what's given to you. And I think that's who we're going to be, and I think the more we can put that on tape that we can win games that way, the harder it is to decide to do that. If we can win games just moving the ball and taking the right shot, we'll have a solid season.
Two Aaron Gordon questions. Given the ovation he got before the game, why does this crowd love him so much? And second, why has he never been an all-star to this point in his career?
Yeah, I think the crowd likes him because he dunks a lot, and he had 50 points the other night and the championship and everything else. But I also think it's his personality, just like his – I know you guys cover our team, so when you interview that guy, whatever you're getting is exactly what he is, and that's hard to find in today's world. Like, he is a genuinely West Coast guy. I love Aaron. Like, I'm from that side of the country, and something to be said for that kind of attitude. You know what? He should have made it a few years ago, in my opinion. Yeah, I really thought he was going to get in. We were the number 1 seed. You know how that is. Sometimes when winning trumps numbers, and he had such a good first half, but I don't know what the votes are. Those are private, but he had to be close that year. So I know this. He has all-star qualities. He's a winning basketball player. He can morph into whatever you need him to do. Like tonight, he's bringing the ball up. I always bring this up, but what a gift to have a real power forward, like a 90s power forward that actually can handle the ball and initiate NBA offense.
Yeah, authenticity is probably the best way to describe Aaron Gordon. I know you've interviewed him several times. Mm-hmm. You get what you get out of him. He doesn't mince words.
Yeah, he doesn't. Super honest, super thoughtful person when he's talking, but then he gets on the court and he's just a killer, man. That's what he is, and he gets straight to the rim. His jump shot obviously has improved by markedly improved, and then through all of this, he still understands what he needs to do on a nightly basis. And so what that means, Hans, is if tonight he needs to shoot 21 times, he'll do that. If the next time he needs to shoot 10 times, he'll do that. If he needs to play in the post, he'll do that. It's just whatever the team needs, he can do it to an elite level.
Yeah, he'll just wait for his opportunity. He's not going to force anything. I marvel at how good Nikola Jokic and Aaron Gordon play together. They just, down to that, how about the last pass Gordon just bats it over his head? Because he knows Joker somewhere down near the hoop.
Yeah.
And gets him a layup.
And then gives you the vision goggles after that.
Yeah. Synergy.
It's synergy.
A lot of synergy. Time now for the assist to the game presented by Ball Corporation. They remind you to choose aluminum. Pick one because Joker had 15 of them. 15 dimes in this game, 7 in the first quarter.
Like that one.
And they were all pretty, every single one of them. Yeah. Again, you give Nikola Jokic the choice. Would he rather score or would he rather hand out cheeseburgers? He'd rather do the latter. That's for darn sure.
Yeah, he's already said it because it makes two people happy. It makes him happy and the scorer happy.
Yeah. It's making us all happy. I mean, this is, it's a great night and they are putting him really at the elbow and letting him just, it'd be like, he can just see over the entire defense, right?
Yeah.
And then just pick out the pass that he wants. And then the action on the backside is, freeing up players. I mean, they're diving to the rim or they're popping out to the three or they're constantly driving into the lane. And I thought this was a really good driving game for drives, for the Nuggets. They were very persistent about, getting to the rim and having points in the paint.
One of the Nuggets' big goals this season was to improve their record at home. It wasn't so hot last year.
Yeah.
Well, they're 1-0. So still undefeated. When we come back, more on Nuggets post-game live. Deron Holmes is going to join us later in the program. He scored his first bucket. Look at the fans here at Colorado Social. Cap. Lots to recap in this one. First shot of the game is the new guy, Cam Johnson. That's what they expect out of Cam Johnson. Welcome to the Mile High.
Joker on that one.
You're right, and he had many of them. Nuggets flexing defense. Joker says, I will take the basketball. And look at Christian Brown in the open court.
Yeah, he will take that dunk. And at the time, I thought that, hey, we might be looking at the best dunk right there, but I was wrong.
Joker with all kinds of donations. Look at that back door. Look at that. Playing with that guy is so easy, isn't it?
Really is, and Christian Brown knows that.
Couple seconds left in the quarter here, and Jamal Murray with the heave.
That was wild. And look, the new heave rules are we're gonna get a lot of these this season.
Yeah, because guys didn't want to get a
shot attempt.
Shot attempt. So it doesn't count as a shot attempt.
Unless it goes in. That's a shot attempt. That went in.
Vic, every dunk got better as the game went on.
Speaking of, none better than that.
That's crazy.
I can't do that in this miniature hoop here.
Yeah, you're going to do this on this miniature hoop here.
Should we try that by the end of the show? Why not? All right, Nuggets led by 17 after the first half of play. We go to the third quarter, and Jamal Murray wants to dance. Look at this number between Maul and Joker.
Yeah. What a pass. Jamal's underrated passer.
But then they get a little sloppy, fellas. Turnovers. The turnover bug hits, and the Suns make them pay. It leads to some easy buckets for Phoenix. They got it to within 9 at one point in that third quarter. Order quickly restored, Bill Hanslick. Joker gets his triple-double right here.
Just throw it underneath the hoop to him, and that's good.
Lead back up to 17 after 3. We go to the fourth. Jamal Murray still dancing. He's prancing. He led the Nuggets with 23. And we're going to turn out the lights with another flush. This time Cam driving, finding AG. Look out below.
It's like the Red Sea parted. Nobody wanted to get in front of that poster.
Nobody wants a piece of that.
Yeah. Look at that. Yeah.
And he's flexing.
Is he happy? Everybody's happy.
He's flexing. Take a look at our Chevy final stats of the night. You'll take these every night. Of course, the bench with 44 of them. How many times in games last year did we see that number at 14, 20? Yeah. 44.
Yeah, it was more than we wanted to see that. There's no doubt about that. 133. I don't know what the record for over 130 points games in the season the Nuggets have. I think this team will threaten that this year. I mean, that's just a very easy number for them to get to.
How many they have against Golden State? 120?
131, right? Yeah, it was 131.
Well, that game went to overtime to get to where they got. This team made it look very, very easy tonight.
Maybe they'll get a little streak going there.
Yeah. When we come back, special guests on their way up. Deron Holmes, his first bucket as a Nugget. We'll discuss.